with the Siberia cold, we go to Russia. So these people here are probably watching me right now. Let's just see if we can survive this night here. Photograph Russian military personnel and equipment. This is going to be my coldest camp of the year. This is the ice desert. That's the Norwegian border post there. We're in the middle of this Siberian blast. Probably all the way down to -40. Got some stores here. Good morning. Look at this. It's pretty amazing. It is cold outside. And it's actually snowing a little bit. Snow flurries in the air. Look at the frost smoke on the ocean. So let's have a look at the temperature. -20. So heating up to 20 degrees now from 6 degrees, 7 degrees. Alright, the news outlets in Norway are reporting Siberian cold coming in. So we got Siberia to the right, and then we got Finland in the middle, and Norway to the left. You see that upper arrow? That's pointing to where I'm at. Cold stuff here. Alright, I hope we can get it started with this extreme cold. The sun has been shining a little bit, so might have heated the engine slightly. Yeah, that wasn't bad at all. Alright, I'm changing up the plans a little bit today. I'm gonna head to the Russian border and go down a road I've never gone down before along the Russian border. Might be able to get some shots across. We'll see. It's mighty cold over there. It's around -30, I think. So gonna leave this place, which is -20 now, and head towards Kirkenes and then down along the Russian border. Now this is not good. I got water here. I wonder where that's coming from. Huh. That's the first mishap this season. That is not good at all. Wonder if it's something that's melting behind here because of the sun. Yeah, I don't know. I can probably get this off somehow. Seems like there's a little bit here as well. Huh. Alright, we're heading east now towards Kirkenes, and then we're gonna go to the Russian border. Gonna drive down towards Pasvik. That's the plan. And that road, when you get a little bit further down, kind of follows the Russian border, which is in a river. Never been down that way in the summer or winter. I know it's gonna be extremely cold down there. Wow, look at this phenomena. You see that? Ring? That's pretty epic. So got the sun to the right there, and that whole kind of pillars of the sun. I don't know what it's called. Let me know if you know. It's like an ice crystal rainbow or something. And it's reflecting the sun. So you see it's kind of shining its own sun there. Wow, stunning. Yeah, you can see there's ice crystals just flowing through the air here now. Yeah, look at that. It's on both sides. It's like an ice crystal rainbow. Or it's a halo. Look at that. I've never seen that before. At least not with this force. Haha. It is cold though. So this is a special cold phenomena. How amazing. How amazing is this earth? Beautiful. Let's put the halo around the van. How about that? Bison is blessed. The news in Norway warned about Siberia cold coming in this weekend, and that's exactly what we got now. The Siberia cold is coming in here, and it's just stone cold, and there's ice crystals floating in the air everywhere, and kind of slightly magic. And what better day to go and actually see Russia from across the river than this day here. With the Siberia cold, we go to Russia. I have to say, I've always wanted to see Siberia, always wanted to see the wilderness of Russia, but the world doesn't work like this for the moment. So that's off the books. Look at this. Wow. Yeah, so we're just heading east to the borders, the border area. It's a pretty wasteland. Real pretty. This is Bugøyfjord, little village here, and that's the ocean there, frozen over. Tiny border communities here. This is the ice desert. Desert of ice. I could stop, park and camp here. That is just too rough. Look at the beautiful halo of the sun. So awesome. So this is Neiden. You can take to the right here and go to Finland. That's not what I'm doing today. Might do that when I return here and go back to over to Inari in Finland, and then up to Karasjok and meet some friends. Might do that over the next week or so. We'll see. Can drive over here to Ivalo, and it's all looking extremely cold now. And this little valley here's got some crazy cold going on right now. We're getting close to Kirkenes, and gonna head to the right and down along the border in 6 kilometers. So that should be very exciting. Look at the amazing scenery here. So beautiful. Sun is going down, apparently. I turned off close to Kirkenes. Now I'm gonna head south along the border. Gonna start filming as soon as I reach the border river. Let you know. So here we are. That white on the map there is Russia. We're gonna go down there to where you can see the border goes out into the river. It's really beautiful down here. And this evening light, very, very cold and beautiful. Quite extraordinary, actually. It does not get more remote than this in Arctic Europe. Arctic Norway. So it says something about restrictions. Norwegian-Russian border restrictions. It's the info. Let's take a quick look. What does it say? It says it's prohibited to cross the border by land, to make contact across the border, to make offending actions towards the border, to remove, damage or destroy border marks, to photograph Russian military personnel and equipment in an aggressive or provocative manner. Alright. We can comply with that. So in the back there, that's Russia. You see those mountains back there? That should all be in Russia. Those woods on the other side of the lake there is still in Norway. Yeah, let's go a little bit further. So this is Bjørnevatnet, Bear Lake. That's still in Norway, but we'll soon get closer to the border. And it got extremely cold here all of a sudden. So here's the drive by the border. Everything on the other side of this river here is Russia. All those mountains on the other side. So the border is right in the middle of the river here. So over on that side, those forests and mountains and everything, that's Russia. So let's just drive down here for a while. Check it out. Certainly got the Siberia cold in here today. Minus 30 right now. Yeah. All of it Russia over there. Maybe there's a place to pull over somewhere. It's so cold. Wow. Let's get closer. Alright, now we're much closer. The border is right in the river, right here. And I think this road here goes pretty much straight on the border a few places. Yeah, here we are. See the border right out in the river here. So people live down here, pretty much right on the border. There's a few houses, a few little farms, and here you got Russia right on the other side of the river there. Very, very, very cold now. Siberia cold down here. Place I wanted to check out, Utnes. Not sure if you could drive all the way out here, but I think this is a good vantage point, looks like on the map. If you can get all the way out, that is. Yeah. Frozen world. Let's see what the information says here. The border runs in the river. So here it says the border runs in the river. We've got a border post right there. Yeah, so here we are. Frozen world here. Now, got the Norwegian border post there. The border runs out on the ice here. And looks like there's a few watchtowers over on that hill there. Listen to the sound of the snow here. It's just extremely cold here now. So there it is. That's Russia. Right there. There's some beautiful mountains here. Looks like. I'll get a closer shot of those mountains. That's the Norwegian border post there. And then the border runs in the middle of the river here. You can see another Norwegian border post over there. This is the Russian side. There should be some red border posts over there. I'm not sure if I can see any. Looks like they have some great mountains over there. Looks really cool. Well, we have the same mountains on this side. Pretty cool to be right on this border. Let me know if you see any of the red border posts. So these people here are probably watching me right now. Got a beautiful sunset going on right now. So, all the forest in the back there. It's Russia. That little peninsula down there is Norway. It is so cold here now. Listen to the sound. This is more than the usual crunching of the cold snow. Sounds more like glass, really. Crunching. It's too cold here. It's much too cold here. Alright, so the plan now is to find a place to camp down here. There's a couple of spots I have in mind. If they are plowed, there's quite a lot of snow down here. Look at this church up here. That's pretty cool. I think this place is called Svanvik. Swan Bay. And it's a cold place. We're like completely enclosed in full on Siberian cold right now, right on the Russian border. There's actually a school up here. That's funny. Like what we call people's school, which is basically like a school for, you take a year off kind of school, where you just study something you really want to do, like art or film or music, but you don't get any points for doing it. You have a store or a gas station or a restaurant or something here. That's good to know. Gonna head down here. Yep, that's a store. And there's diesel. I don't need diesel. There's a store down here. Cool market. Good, good. I'm surprised at how peaceful it feels here. It feels so calm by the border here in the woods down towards Pasvik. So yeah, I got 4 kilometers to a parking place I'm hoping to park at. We'll see how it looks. This is a pretty good spot by the cemetery here. Huge open parking lot here. No restrictions in the forest. So no wind, I'm guessing. Which is pretty good when it's this cold. Yeah, I'm just gonna suck it up, the cold. All right. Let's just see if we can survive this night here. It's gonna be mighty cold. That's what we got Siberia cold for. Good morning. Another cold one. Heating up my van from 6 degrees. Minus 24 nearly outside. Alright, so this is where I'm parked. Got really cold and I'm right next to this cemetery here. So we're in the middle of this Siberian blast, cold, and it was supposed to diminish today. It's Monday, but looks like it's not. It's gonna continue. And that's what happens with this still air. It's like very low winds, so the cold just stays in the area. I'm happy about low winds. Never fun to have high winds when it's this cold. So today I'm just gonna circle around, go to Kirkenes, probably camp in Kirkenes. We'll see if I maybe find everything I need around here. Look at this. The ice from the moisture of my heater looks like an octopus. How cool is that? Welcome to the icy world. deep in the cold forest here now. Gonna do a loop back out to the river, and I can see the river through the forest here. I can see Russia on the other side. There should be a road down here. So I'm not gonna go all the way down to Nyrud. There's a police station like 60 kilometers further down here, but I'm not gonna go there today. The roads are pretty shaky and it's gonna be extremely cold down there. I don't really have anything I need to see there, but I might return. But right now I need to go to Kirkenes and get some water, get some propane. Yeah, just get some chores done. Oh, looks like a good parking lot here. Very good. Wow. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna go down this road. I think this is a gravel road in summer. Now it's paved with ice and good intentions. No, it looks paved. But, you know, in between the trees there, that's Russia. All of that, those mountains you can see out there, Russia. That whole ridge in the back is Russia, actually, so kind of cool to be here. And it's extremely cold. Yeah, so Russia is right in the trees there on the other side. Yeah, those mountains there, that's also Russian territory. I'm getting into Kirkenes. Going through a typical industrial area. And I'm gonna see if I can find propane somewhere. I might have passed a good one. Alright, this is Kirkenes. Okay. Border town. This is kind of always been a place where there's been a lot of Russians, and it's really close to the border, so there's like a border zone where you could, I think you could work on this side, and it's kind of like, I think it's like 30 kilometers. There's like a border zone that is like a bit more flexible. I'm not 100% sure on how that works, but there's a border zone. Things might be very different today, though. I have no idea. So, gonna find a place for propane. I think the best place is probably to go to the hardware stores out on the other side of town. Just gonna go through here. Here's the ocean, and they clearly had like an icebreaker boat go through there. Yeah, there's the icebreaker. Look at that. There goes the Hurtigruten ship. Let's see, doesn't look like they have anything on this side of the building. Wow, this is a huge place. No. Well, look at this. There's actually some big snow flurries coming down. Not on the forecast and not expected. It's also very cold. We're talking nearly minus 20. Usually doesn't snow like this cold. It's beautiful though. It's just snowing straight down now. At 11, it's time to go to bed. Quiet here in Kirkenes. Big snow flurries, big, slow snow flurries. Beautiful. Time to go to bed. Well, this is where I'm parked. It's snowing. Over here is Hurtigruten. Basically the boat that connects northern Norway, and you can travel on Hurtigruten as just a means of transportation, or you can do it like a cruise tourist with stops in all the harbors and stuff. I've taken it once for like 48 hours down to Lofoten. It's an amazing journey, really. A lot of people fly in to do from this end stop here in Kirkenes and down to Bergen, which is the end stop. I think it's like a 10-day journey or something like that. Some people do it as a round trip from either side. And yeah, highly recommend it. It's absolutely a great way of seeing the coast of Norway. Yeah, so this part of the harbor is pretty remote. Just gonna take a walk in the snow here and go over to a couple of stores here. So this is an industrial area of Kirkenes, and over here you can see a store that has it says Spareland, which means savings, basically, and it's also written in Russian because of the close proximity with the Russian border here. Huge lumber yard over there, and this is just like a lot of different stuff out here that's kind of service industry things. Like this whole area behind where I parked is full of road maintenance, plow trucks and stuff. Residential areas up here, and the center of Kirkenes is over here somewhere. A bit far to walk. There she goes. Snowing quite heavily now. Well, good morning. One of the coldest nights so far. It's 9 o'clock. Just turn on the heater, and it's 7 degrees inside, minus 23 outside. Whew. Buses and people are waiting for Hurtigruten to come in. And it's the cold, cold Arctic. Yeah, got a frozen kettle. There's all ice in the bottom there. Alright, spent a few days in Kirkenes. And now I'm gonna go back to this store here and get some more propane. Took me only 2 days to use one propane bottle when I was stationary. So a lot of propane used these 2 days. Very, very, very cold. This is probably some of the coldest days I've had. Alright, I'm leaving Kirkenes. I'm gonna head somewhere and see if I can get some water in my 10-liter cans. Nearly empty now for the first time, and I think a gas station is the way to go. So the plan today is to head to Finland, to Inari. It's just extremely cold here now, and it's getting colder again. Just insanely cold, so that's kind of rare. Usually that cold is reserved for January. Look at this whiteness. This is quite incredible. And the frozen fjords beyond here. Really awesome. This is gonna be an extremely cold day. So I head down to Finland, do a detour inland to, I think, to Karasjok, which is the cold capital of Norway. And yeah, it's gonna be minus 30 there, but yeah, I really want to go down into Finland. This road, I've never driven it before. It goes down to Inari, and I've been to Inari, but this road coming in from Norway, I've never driven. Might be extremely cold, extremely beautiful, and just wonderful. And from Inari, I'm gonna cut across to Karasjok again, I think. That's the cold capital, and there's minus 30, minus 34, minus 35. Probably all the way down to minus 40 certain places, but we'll see. Now it's just frost smoke on the ocean here. Yeah, so all of this smoke out here is from the cold. And there's that ring around the sun again. Frost crystals in the air creates this kind of rainbow. Look at this. Excellent beauty. Don't you just love this? I do. What a winter scenery. This whole winter is just insane. Everything is frozen all the time. Just got to love it. Gonna turn towards Finland in 5 kilometers. I wonder what kind of horrible temperatures we're gonna experience in Finland. Could really hit me by surprise, but I don't know. It looks like Norway is actually colder than Finland at the moment because of this Siberian blast, cold blast that is continuing to roll in here from the east. Gonna turn off here to Ivalu. This is a place I've never been. This road here. So we're gonna do another border crossing across another one of the coldest border crossings in the world. It's just amazing up here. That's just like 3 minutes in. New views. Okay, here's the checkpoint. Look at the beautiful here. I'm gonna stop here. Get my jacket on, it's so cold now. Look at this. Wow. Amazing. Just amazing. Yeah, I thought it felt cold. minus 23 basically. That's very, very cold for driving across here. It's gonna get colder, I bet. And we're in Finland. Cold, cold. Cold, cold. Let's continue into the sun. Got some stores here. I need cheese. So I'm gonna go and see if this is one of the Kmart things. It's a frozen world North Market. Okay. Alright, I'm nearly in Inari, and this is going to be my coldest camp of the year, I think. We're at minus 27 already, and I have no idea about how low this is gonna go. There's a little bit of clouds coming in, looks like. If they come in, it's gonna get a little bit warmer. But if not, it's gonna stay super cold here. So I might have to run the engine several times. It's 5:30 now, and we'll just have to see. 5:30 in Finland. So regarding the running water from the roof in the cabin of the van, I found out that that was due to condensation that had formed between the roof and the headliner. That area is not insulated, so condensation had formed there and frozen to ice through the winter. And once the sun appeared and I was facing the sun, it started melting, and the ice turned to moisture that came down through the headliner there. So I'm gonna take a closer look at that when I get my van ready for summer. Maybe I'll insulate that area because that's a weak point. whole cabin of the Fiat Ducados is a weak point when it comes to insulation. So that's something to keep in mind. But nothing dangerous for now. Nothing's leaking through the roof or anything. Alright, so this is what I'm looking at outside right now, minus 25. And just earlier it was minus 27. So, trying to get this heated as fast as possible because it's only like 6 o'clock here in Finland, 5 o'clock on that one. Alright, let's see what happens through the day and night. I'm gonna set up now. So yeah, I'm gonna go straight to my Temu thermal cover here for the side door. That's like the main area where I lose the most heat. You can just feel like, well, not quite yet, but around the edges it's kind of always So this is what happens when they have a cold forecast. If it stays calm and no wind and no clouds, it just gets much colder usually than what's on the forecast. There, my heater's kicking in full time. Yeah, we're sitting here at minus 25 outside now. The reason I normally want to get away from minus 25 is that it's not gonna be minus 25. It's gonna be minus 30. That's my spot, my kind of warning zone. I don't want to get below minus 30 when I'm camping. Look at this scenery out here. Just a snow paradise. So cold. Getting colder by the minute now. Minus 26.3 right now. It's 8 o'clock. 9 o'clock. Finland time. Right, let's take a quick look outside in this cold here. Everything is frozen. And my Starlink humming along. You can really feel kind of a special cold when it's this cold. It's way different from when it's like minus 15 or something. Yeah, can't stay up here for long in this. Well, as it passed minus 27, I thought it was time to fire up the engine. So, gonna run it for half an hour or something now to get it warmed up. Well, we just had a jump to minus 29. And it's now minus 28.6. That's cold. So I was running the engine for about half an hour or so. Got the engine warm up to the right running temperature before I turned it off. So gonna do that again around 3 in the morning. Well, good morning. I just ran out of propane in the first bottle, so gotta go out and change it. I managed to restart it, but it's gonna stop again in a couple of minutes. So gotta head out there and switch.